Yeah, I'm filming this, so like, yeah, you get in it. Dance a little bit, do a little, yeah.
How is community scheduling handled?
As far as,
Outings and
well, we just do it during the school hours. So any business that will let us come in between 8 and 2, but then we're at their beck and call. So if they want us to come from 11 to 1 or 12 to 1, you know, but those are the hours we try to bank on.
okay. And are most businesses willing to have them come in?
At first, no. I have to put a big plug in for One Man Band in Spanish Fork. They took a gamble on us and it paid off, and everybody that's ever called them, he's been a good link. And Mrs. Bird at Broadbank Elementary, she's been phenomenal. And it's taken a lot of convincing to get people to let these kids come, because I think a lot of them are afraid of them. They don't understand them, they don't get them, and so we're all afraid of what we don't understand. And so, but it's been a slow snowball, and it's getting bigger and bigger each year.
What types of different work are the students exposed to?
We've got some fast food restaurants. We have Cal Ranch, One Man Band. We have a lot of elementary schools, and even the special ed elementary school, Oak Ridge Elementary School. Those are for kids that are medically fragile and more of the severe handicap. And for some reason, our kids get it. And they are, when they've opened up jobs up at Oak Ridge, the teachers there want to hire our kids. And we have right now we have 6 kids that are getting paid to be teachers' aides at Oak Ridge because they do the job phenomenally. We have 5 other kids that are employed as teachers' aides. They're called Unique Techs. They make just under like $9 an hour and 4 hours a day. But and we've got some gas stations. We have Kmart is big. I'm trying to think. Oh, Anytime Fitness lets us go clean their machinery. Restore in Spanish Fork. Most of our businesses are Spanish Fork Central because that's where we started. The animal shelter. Our kids go down and feed the animals and brush their hair and give them water. They take the dogs out for walks and throw the ball and let them chase it. And my goal is to have 100 businesses, and I'm probably at about 60 businesses. We don't have we don't have kids in the 60 businesses, but I've got businesses that you've got to have an interest for it. I'm not going to send a mechanic to squirt sour cream at Taco Bell.
Do they do the same job throughout their time here, or are they exposed to different jobs? Can they choose to do several jobs?
Yes, and yes. Each kid gets a job that we try to let go for a full year so that they can, with these kids, repetition. So by the time they've spent a full year at either Cal Ranch, Carrie's Floral, wherever, they've pretty much got the routine down. And then the next year, we'll give them a different job opportunity. We do have some kids here that have 2 and even some that have 3 because they have pretty much mastered what needs to be done here.
How are they evaluated at their job sites?
We have a little sheet that we take to the employer that's pretty much circle, and are they the simple things? Do they follow instructions? Can they complete the task? It's pretty much a yes and no, and then we don't want it to be lengthy with the employers and our drivers. They often will go in and talk with the employers and say, how's it going? What do we need to work on? We have a rapport with the employers that when there are issues, they'll call us and say, oh, this little girl just wants to visit all day long and not do what needs to be done. So we work on that, and sometimes we have to fire a kid, but they learn what firing is, and so.
Okay. Are there specific admission rules or qualifications to come to Bridges?
You have to have a IEP. You have to have an IQ below 70 or below, and you have to have, I guess, completed the high school years. So we've got kids anywhere from 17 to 18, depending on where their birthday falls, and they can stay here till they're 22.
How do you go about person-centered planning for transition?
Oh, okay. Well, just you find out what they're good at, what they can do. Because for most of these kids through high school, they have failed at math for 18 years. They failed at reading for 18 years. They failed at everything they've ever done in high school and elementary school. They were last picked on the team. They've pretty much failed at everything do you know what I'm saying? That's why they're in special ed, is because they can't do the regular classes. So what we do is we focus on following rules, making them as independent as possible and as marketable for employment. So once you get to know the kids, you find out what they like, what they don't like, what they're good at, what they're not good at, and then you just make a marriage with that kind of job. And
Okay, are you a Utes fan?
yes, cut me, I bleed red.